welcome. Friends, in this video we are going to see use of as, when, as soon as, no sooner than, hardly when and scarcely when. These 6 types we are going to see in one video, so it is very important. So watch this video carefully. See here, first example. The bell rang. The students rushed out of the class. Here 2 actions are there. Which are those 2 actions? The bell rang, and second one, the students rushed out of the class. As we know, time shows something. Time is important one, and to show this time we use many words, and such words can join these sentences. And so we are going to use as, when, as soon as, no sooner than, hardly when, scarcely when in this sentence. जसं तुम्हाला माहिती आहे, मराठीमध्ये आपण म्हणतो जसं असं झालं तसं तसं झालं, जेव्हा असं झालं तेव्हा तसं झालं, असं होतं न होतं तोच असं झालं, ज्या क्षणी असं झालं त्या क्षणी तसं झालं, किंवा मुश्किलीनं असं होत होतं की असं झालं. असे जे शब्द आपण बरेचसे वापरतो त्या शब्दांसाठीच यातले काही शब्द आहेत की जसं ॲज, जसं तसं याच्यासाठी, जेव्हा तेव्हा यासाठी वेन, ज्या क्षणी त्या क्षणी, ॲज सून ॲज, असं होतं न होतं तोच, त्यानंतर मुश्किलीने असं झालं होतं की तेव्हा हार्डली वेन, असं होतं न होतं तोच, नो सूनर दॅन. मग असे बरेच शब्द आपण इंग्लिशमध्ये वापरतो. मग ते शब्द आता या वाक्यामध्ये कसे वापरायचे ते आपण पाहणार आहोत. सी हियर, द बेल रँग, द स्टुडंट्स रश्ड आउट ऑफ द क्लास. घंटा वाजले आणि विद्यार्थी वर्गाबाहेर घाईनं पळत सुटले. आता इथे आपण ॲज यूज करणार आहोत. नाउ वी आर गोइंग टू यूज ॲज इन द सेंटेन्स. सो हियर, ॲज द बेल रँग, कॉमा, द स्टुडंट्स रश्ड आउट ऑफ द क्लास. सी हियर, before this first action, as is used, no change in the remaining sentences. So here, as the bell rang, comma, the students rushed out of the class. Second sentence, when the bell rang, comma, the students rushed out of the class. Here in this sentence also, we have used when in the beginning of this sentence and no change in the remaining sentences. So here, when the bell rang, the students rushed out of the class. Third sentence, as soon as the bell rang, comma, the students rushed out of the class. No change in the remaining sentence. As soon as the bell rang, the students rushed out of the class. Next one, no sooner did the bell ring than the students rushed out of the class. In this sentence, you will find some difference. या वाक्यामध्ये तुम्हाला थोडासा एक बदल जाणवेल. And what is that difference? What is that use of word? Another word. Here, did is used. So you must remember over here one rule. This no sooner is followed by an auxiliary verb. या no sooner नंतर एक auxiliary verb आपल्याला लागतं. If the auxiliary verb is there in the sentence, then use that auxiliary verb. And if there's no use of that auxiliary verb in the sentence, then you have to see main verb in the sentence, and according to its tense you have to use do, does or did. मराठीत एकदा रूल सांगते तुम्हाला. या नो सूनर नंतर तुम्हाला एका ऑक्झिलरी वर्ब, सहाय्यकारी क्रियापदाची गरज आहे. पण जर ते ऑक्झिलरी वर्ब वाक्यात असेल तर तेच ऑक्झिलरी वर्ब इथे वापरायचे. What are auxiliary verbs? We have discussed before in previous videos. So you have to watch that previous video very carefully. Auxiliary verbs and modal auxiliary verbs. So here, after this no sooner, we have to use one auxiliary verb. If there is auxiliary verb in the sentence, then use that auxiliary verb. And if there is no use of auxiliary verb in the sentence, then you have to identify the tense of the main verb, and according to that, you have to use do, does or did. जर वाक्यात auxiliary verb असेल, am, is, are, was, were, shall, will, etc., then you can use that auxiliary verb. जर वाक्यात असेल auxiliary verb तर तेच auxiliary verb वापरायचं. जर नसेल तर मात्र हे जे मेन verb आहे, मुख्य क्रियापद जे आहे त्याच्या टेन्स नुसार तुम्हाला do, डस किंवा डिड वापरावा लागणार. जर समजा इथे नुसतं रिंग असलं असतं तर आपण इथे डू वापरू शकलो असतो. जर इथे रिंग्स असलं असतं तर आपण इथे डस वापरू शकलो असतो. पण इथे रॅन पास्ट टेन्स आहे आणि म्हणून त्याचा पास्ट टेन्स आपल्याला इथे घ्यावा लागेल डिड. सो नो सूनर डिड द बेल रिंग. सी हियर द पास्ट टेन्स ऑफ that sentence we have taken in the form of auxiliary verb over here. So you have to take the infinitive form of that main verb over here. इथे आपण यातला पास्ट टेन्स डिडच्या स्वरूपात काढून घेतलाय म्हणून आपल्याला इथे त्याचं इन्फिनिटिव्ह रूपच लिहावं लागेल, इन्फिनिटिव्ह फॉर्मच लिहावा लागेल. म्हणून नो सूनर डिड द बेल रिंग दॅन instead of comma you have to use than because we are going to use no sooner than the students rushed out of the class. No change in the second sentence. Next one, hardly when. Use of hardly when. See here, hardly. This hardly is always followed by past perfect tense form of that auxiliary verb. It is followed by had. नेहमी hardly नंतर had यूज करायचं असतं आणि म्हणून hardly had the bell rung because this is perfect tense, past perfect, and so we have to take on here VPP, that is V3 form, past participle of that verb. इथे आपण हार्डली नंतर हॅड वापरतोय म्हणून ह्या रिंगचं तिसरं रूप पास्ट पार्टिसिपल VPP आपल्याला इथे घ्यावं लागेल. म्हणून हार्डली हॅड द बेल रंग. Then instead of comma we have to use when and remain sentence as it is. No change in that sentence. When the students rushed out of the class. Same rule should be followed for scarcely-when. Same rule should be followed by barely-when. And instead of this when, sometimes before is also used. Hardly before, scarcely before. So here instead of when you can use before also and rules should be same one. So here scarcely had the bell rung. Had rung. So scarcely had the bell rung when the students rushed out of the class. If we are told to write or to use scarcely before, then we can write this sentence in this way. Scarcely had the bell rung before the students rushed out of the class. In this way, you have to see the use of as, when, as soon as, no sooner than, hardly when. And now, and scarcely when. And some words you have to remember. You have to remove out those words from the sentence. Then which are those words which should be removed from such sentences? Those words are if. There would be in this sentence, that is the bell rang and the students rushed out of the class. If there would be and in the sentence, then remove that and. So here I have given the list of those words. If these words are there in the sentence, try to remove or you have to wipe out those words from that sentence, and those words are and, to, instantly, immediately, immediately after, at the moment, in that very moment, then, just then, suddenly, or at once, at the same time, soon, almost, at almost. These words you have to remove out from the sentence when you are going to use as, when, as soon as, no sooner than, hardly when, and scarcely when in the sentence. Now we are going to see next sentence of this type. Don't touch the wire, otherwise you will get a shock. See here, don't touch the wire, otherwise you will get a shock. One example I have given over here. With the help of this example, you can use as, when, no sooner than also in this sentence. So here, as soon as you touch the wire, remove this don't. See here, as soon as you, the subject is you over here, you touch the wire, then remove this word otherwise. If there are such words, otherwise or in case in the sentence, wipe out those words. Remove out those words from the sentence. So here, as soon as you touch the wire, comma, you will get a shock. See here, what changes have I done? Here, don't, remove. Then instead of don't, I have used you because here the subject was you. As soon as you touch the wire, then comma, remove this word otherwise. If there would be in case in this sentence, then that word should be also removed. So here otherwise or in case must be removed from such sentences. Here I have given that list. Then as soon as you touch the wire, comma, you will get a shock. The second sentence will remain as it is. And now third example, as soon as he was free. As I had told you before, here we had used do, does or did according to this main verb. If here would be ring, I would have used do. If here would be rings, then I would have used does. But here past tense was there of ring, so that I have used did, as it shows past tense. It is the past tense auxiliary verb. So here, as soon as he was free, he took the charge of the boat. No sooner was, because auxiliary verb was there already in the sentence. So you have to use whatever given auxiliary verb in the sentence. No sooner was he free. Instead of comma, then he took the charge of the boat. Remain sentence as it is. No change in the second sentence. So, no sooner was he free than he took the charge of the boat. So friends, in this video we have tried to discuss about the use of as, when, as soon as, no sooner than, hardly when, scarcely when. With the help of these examples, you can solve more such examples. So friends, try to solve many examples of this type, and then if you like this video, then subscribe this channel, share it, and don't forget to press like button. Thank you so much.